Hey, 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 it's KrepsyK. Oh, I didn't put this in the shot. And today, we're going to Frankenstein two different recipes of jelly jams together because, well, that's what we're doing. So the first one is going to be like 8 jalapenos, 12 ounces of cleaned bell pepper, 2 cups of white vinegar, or like half and half with apple cider vinegar, 3 cups of sugar, 1 box of pectin, and the other is going to be 4 cups of come on camera. 4 cups of mango, 1/2 cup of lemon. I almost put 4 cups in this. It was almost a disaster. So 4 cups of mango, 1/2 cup of lemon, 3 cups of sugar, boil for 20 minutes. And the other one is boil for 10. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to combine these and make jalapeno mango and just see if it's good. And I'll just go ahead and put it right now. I gave you the 2 different recipes so you can make each one individually, and I'm going to just say right now and not waste another minute whether or not it was a good Frankenstein recipe or a bad Frankenstein recipe. So, I don't know what I just put there. It was either really good or really terrible or somewhere in the middle. Make it if you want. Make these individually if you want. So, all that out of the way, let's go over what we have. These are all the jalapenos from the garden. This is a normal size jalapeno for scale. I needed this for weight, actually, so I can weigh these and see how many of these make, one of those. This is just a variety of bell peppers. That's my 4 cups of mango. That's my total of 6 cups of sugar. There's my 2 cups of vinegar, 2 boxes of pectin. I thought I would add another box of pectin because one of the comments when I was looking up this particular recipe for the peppers was like, it was it didn't set right away. And the mango one was more of a preserve than jelly. So I thought, maybe if I just added another box, it would thicken up this recipe and kind of turn this recipe into a jelly rather than preserves. So I made an executive call to add an extra box of pectin. What we're going to do is I'm going to get all these jalapenos measured and make sure I have a total of 8, whatever this weight is. And then I'm going to trim all these up and make sure that I've got, right here, where's my list, at least 12 ounces or close to 12 ounces in these bell peppers here. So, like I said, total of 6 cups, 4 cups. I showed the 2 recipes on screen so you can kind of parse that out. 2 cups, 12 ounces of peppers, 8 total, whatever jalapeno weights. 1 box, and the box goes for the peppers, no box for the mango. The lemon juice goes for the mango, the vinegar goes for the peppers. I think that's it, but like I said, if you've forgotten already, it's on the list. So, let's go ahead, see what measurements I got, get all this trimmed up, and start cooking. Just for a reference, 1 jalapeno, I'm going to go with an average of 75 grams. What I'll do is I'll take 75 grams, multiply it by 8, and then see if I got that many grams in my little jalapenos over there. If not, well, I have got probably 10 more in the garden, and I've got another 30 on the way. Alright, so if you look at the scale, we are short anywhere between 100 and 150 grams. So I could either go buy another one of these big fatties, or I can just substitute with those peppers over there. So that's what we're going to do. The recipe did say if you don't want it like mega uber spicy, to just use like half of the jalapenos. Well, we have over half for jalapeno flavor. So all we have to do is substitute the quote-unquote meat rather than the seeds. So that's what we're going to do. It's going to be a less spicy, and I don't really know exactly how spicy it's going to be, but I'll tell you how many grams we're short after I cut up the bell peppers. There we go. So the difference in grams was almost 4 ounces, which nicely shook out to be just about 1 bell pepper after everything's been cut out. So I trimmed up 3.5 more. Got 13 ounces of bell pepper instead of 12. Put the rest of the other bell pepper in with the jalapenos. What we're going to do is we're going to take all of this, and if I can fit it, that mango, and get it all into the blender. So, just to show you what it all looks like, I went ahead and put the vinegar in here. I'm gonna leave this little cover on the top, and you'll know if I start choking and dying in the next scene. Now, we have been here many times before, so you know we're at the cooking stage. I've yet to add the sugar. This is just the peppers. Here is the mango and lemon juice, and I mean, it looks good. It looks like something that's going to be maybe delicious. I don't know. So what we're going to do is, this says to cook for 20 minutes. This says to cook for 10. I'm going to have to go with the higher cook time because no risk and none of that stuff. We have some washed jars over there. What we're going to do is we're going to cook this normally, and then I'm going to fill the jars. We're going full canning, folks. No chance of botulism, all that stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and add the sugar, cook for 10 minutes. Maybe I'll do like a little reel there in between to show you, the cook time and the stirring and all that stuff. And we'll meet back probably right here to, fill the jars? See what it looks like after the fact? Take a look. Alright, so we have our jars boiling. They are going to be done sterilizing here in probably about 5 minutes. And because I forgot to sterilize my jars ahead of time, this has been cooking for 30 minutes. And I don't want to spoil it just yet, even though I spoiled it at the beginning of the video. This may actually be a winner here, folks. So I don't really mind that this isn't going to look like some of the pictures because it's basically boiled too long. I did, however, add 3 ladles of water since I knew that it was going to be cooking for an additional 10 to 20 minutes. So, like I said, the water is going to be done here. The jars are going to be cooling. This is going to be cooling, and then I will be adding the 2 packages of pectin, and we will see how it turns out when it's all done. We have done it. We've completed it. So, if you don't know how to properly jar stuff, there's videos you can do. We got 4 of these out of it. We got 2 mediums and the big one. This one's actually still pretty warm. And I scalded the butt out of I scalded the crap out of myself. So if you look, it's not quite a jelly. I bet one of those extra ladles of water, maybe even 2 of those extra ladles of water were probably just a little bit too much, kept it from solidifying. I have some no-name, no-brand cream cheese here. Obviously, I've got this. It's been in the fridge for like 20-30 minutes. There we go. It smelled really good. I also have this whole container here. Woo. All right. So it made quite a bit. Now I'm going to go ahead and give this a try. Oh man. Woo. Ooh. That much will put hair on your chest, man. That's good. That's pretty spicy. So keep in mind, I didn't use a full 8 jalapenos worth of seeds. I think it came out to like 6 out of 8, and then I substituted the other jalapeno meat with regular like bell pepper. But I mean, that came out, I wish the lighting here was just a little bit better, but that came out really good. Maybe I can get a better shot here in a second. Alright, so I've got my flashlight here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this up with the light. There we go. So you can see all the bits and all the stuff. It's closer to a jam than a jelly. But man, you can see the consistency here. This is definitely preserves. But it's awesome. The heat doesn't linger too long. The heat is, it's just right. If you like a bit of heat. Now it's pretty sweet, but I think that's to be expected when you use a whole lot of sugar, right? And I used whatever sugar was in each of those recipes individually, but I mean, this stuff is it's smashing. It's fantastic. Highly recommend. Holy smokes. I'm actually really glad that it made a big batch because I can take, this to work or gift this to somebody. Because I mean, they're sealed. I could put the date on them and stuff. But yeah, I mean, they came out great. I probably got, if these are what, 20-ounce jars? How big are these? 16, 20-ounce jars? I'd say I made probably two of those worth out of that. And I probably only spent, $2 on the jalapenos and maybe $2 worth of sugar. I think the most expensive item on the list was the pectin at like $6 for 2 packages or $5 for 2 packages. Yeah, all in all, I probably spent under $10 to get all of this good stuff here. Obviously, the cream cheese and crackers were a little more, but everything you see here was relatively cheap. I'm going to call this like 11 out of 10. This subverted my expectations a million times. This was fantastic. So, if you like what I'm doing, like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. Try this at home. It's really good. And that all being said, you all have a great day. This was KrepsyK, and I'm getting out of here.